Scout Automobile, welcome to back. Today we are stepping into a machine that does not try to impress you with noise or exaggeration. It simply arrives with presence, with authority, and with a kind of controlled aggression that only a name like the 2026 Dodge Charger RT can carry into a new era. This is not just a continuation of a legacy, it is a redefinition of what American performance sedans are supposed to feel like in a world that is changing faster than ever before. When you first see the 2026 Charger RT, it doesn't behave like a typical modern car that asks for attention through flashy tricks or over-designed surfaces. Instead, it stands with a calm confidence, like it already knows it belongs on the road before you even start it. The stance is wide, the proportions are bold, and the silhouette carries that unmistakable muscle car identity that Dodge has protected for decades, but now sharpened with modern engineering precision. The front end is where everything begins. You immediately notice how low and aggressive the nose sits. The grille is not just an opening for air intake. It feels like a statement of intent. It stretches across the front with a dark, almost shadow-like finish, giving the Charger RT a stealth personality during the day and an intimidating glow at night when the LED signature lights activate. These headlights are not soft or decorative. They are narrow, focused, and deeply set into the body, giving the car a serious expression, like it is always watching the road ahead with purpose. The hood is long, sculpted, and slightly raised in the center, forming power lines that hint at the engine beneath. These are not random design creases. They are functional visual cues, guiding airflow while also reinforcing the muscle identity of the car. When sunlight hits the surface, you can see how carefully the metal has been shaped to reflect both power and refinement at the same time. Now moving down to the lower bumper, the Charger RT shows its aerodynamic intelligence. Large air intakes are integrated into the design, not as decorative elements, but as functional channels that help cool the performance system inside. The lower splitter gives the front end a grounded, road-hugging look. Everything here is about stability at speed and efficiency in airflow. Even if the design still screams raw muscle at first glance, when you move toward the front left angle, the Charger RT truly starts to reveal its personality. The long hood stretches forward like a runway, while the cabin sits slightly pushed back, creating that classic rear-wheel drive proportion that enthusiasts instantly recognize. The wheels are large, aggressive, multi-spoke alloys with a dark metallic finish that complements the overall tone of the car. The tires are wide, giving it the kind of grip that suggests serious performance capability. The wheel arches are slightly flared, not exaggerated but purposeful, emphasizing strength without losing elegance. From this angle, the car looks like it is in a constant state of readiness, as if the moment you press the throttle it will launch forward without hesitation. On the front right side, the story continues with even more visual depth. The light plays differently across the body lines, revealing subtle curves that are not obvious at first glance. The side profile shows a careful balance between aggression and smooth aerodynamic flow. There are no unnecessary sharp cuts or chaotic styling elements. Instead, the body feels sculpted by wind itself, shaped to reduce drag while maintaining a strong visual identity. As you move along the side profile, the 2026 Charger RT begins to feel like a modern evolution of a classic muscle sedan. The roofline flows smoothly toward the rear, slightly sloping to create a fastback-inspired silhouette. This gives the car a sense of motion even when it is completely still. The windows are slim and slightly tinted, adding a mysterious edge to the design. The B-pillar is blacked out, making the cabin appear more unified and futuristic. The door handles sit flush with the body, a subtle but important modern touch that improves aerodynamics while enhancing the clean surface design. The side mirrors are compact and aerodynamic, equipped with integrated indicators that flash with a sharp, precise light pattern instead of soft illumination. Every detail here has been refined for both performance and visual clarity. The side skirts run low along the bottom edge of the car, visually lowering the stance and making the Charger RT appear even closer to the ground. This creates a planted, stable look that is essential for a performance-oriented machine. From this perspective, it feels like the car is not just sitting on the road, it is gripping it. Now as we move toward the rear section, the Charger RT begins to shift into its most dramatic identity. The back design is wide, bold, and unmistakably aggressive. The first thing you notice is the full-width LED taillight signature. It stretches across the entire rear, forming a continuous light bar that gives the car a futuristic and instantly recognizable night presence. This lighting design is not just aesthetic, it becomes the signature identity of the vehicle on the road. The trunk design is clean, slightly muscular, with a subtle integrated spoiler lip that enhances aerodynamic stability at higher speeds. It is not overly large or attention-seeking, but it adds just enough performance character to remind you that this is still a Charger RT. The rear bumper is sculpted with purpose. Dual exhaust outlets sit symmetrically, reinforcing the performance nature of the car. These exhaust tips are not hidden or minimized. They are proudly displayed, as they should be in a muscle-inspired machine. The diffuser area below adds aerodynamic function while also visually anchoring the rear end to the road. When viewed from the rear left angle, the Charger RT looks incredibly wide and stable, almost like it is ready to explode forward at any moment. The rear right angle shows the same effect but emphasizes how the body lines wrap around the rear fenders, creating a sense of motion even in stillness. Now stepping inside the cabin completely changes the atmosphere. The interior of the 2026 Charger RT is where performance meets modern digital luxury. The first impression is that everything is driver-focused. The cockpit wraps slightly around the driver, creating an immersive environment where control feels natural and immediate. The dashboard is fully digital, featuring a large curved display that integrates both the instrument cluster and infotainment system into one seamless interface. The graphics are sharp, responsive, and customizable depending on driving mode. Whether you are in a calm cruising setting or a high-performance scenario, the display adapts instantly to provide the most relevant information. The steering wheel is thick, leather-wrapped, and designed with a flat bottom structure. It feels solid in hand, giving the driver a direct connection to the road. Paddle shifters are mounted behind it, offering quick gear changes that make the driving experience more engaging and responsive. The center console is minimalistic but functional. Instead of overcrowding the interior with physical buttons, most controls are integrated into touch-sensitive surfaces or handled through the infotainment system. This gives the cabin a cleaner, more futuristic appearance without sacrificing usability. Ambient lighting runs across the dashboard and door panels, creating a customizable atmosphere inside the cabin. At night, this lighting transforms the interior into a glowing performance cockpit that feels both modern and emotionally engaging. The seats are deeply sculpted and designed for both comfort and performance support. They hold the driver and passenger firmly during aggressive driving while still offering enough cushioning for long-distance comfort. The leather upholstery is premium, with contrast stitching that adds a subtle performance touch without being too flashy. In the rear seats, the Charger RT continues to surprise with practicality. Unlike many coupe-style performance cars, it still offers usable rear seating space. Passengers in the back have enough legroom and headroom for comfortable journeys, making it a true performance sedan rather than a compromised sports coupe. Now when we talk about performance, the 2026 Dodge Charger RT is expected to carry the spirit of traditional muscle while adapting to modern engineering standards. It focuses on delivering strong acceleration, responsive throttle behavior, and stable high-speed performance. The power delivery is smooth but aggressive when needed, allowing the car to behave calmly in traffic and intensely on open roads. The transmission system is tuned for dual personality behavior. In normal driving conditions, it shifts smoothly and efficiently. But when switched into sport mode, it becomes significantly more aggressive, holding gears longer and responding instantly to throttle input. The suspension setup is carefully balanced between comfort and performance. It absorbs road imperfections in daily driving while maintaining firmness during high-speed cornering. Body roll is controlled, and the car remains composed even when pushed harder into turns. The steering feedback is precise, giving the driver confidence and connection to the road surface. Driving modes play a major role in defining the personality of the Charger RT. In comfort mode, the car feels relaxed, smooth and easy to handle. In sport mode, everything tightens, the throttle response sharpens, exhaust note deepens, and steering becomes more direct. In performance mode, the entire vehicle transforms into a more aggressive machine, ready for spirited driving and dynamic road conditions. Technology is deeply integrated into the driving experience. Advanced driver assistance systems help maintain safety without interfering with the emotional connection of driving. Features like adaptive cruise control, lane assistance, blind spot monitoring, and emergency braking systems work quietly in the background, ensuring security without taking away control. The infotainment system supports full smartphone integration, voice control, and real-time navigation updates. The sound system is engineered for immersive audio quality, delivering deep bass and crisp highs that enhance both music and driving experience. At night, the 2026 Charger RT becomes something truly special. The LED lighting signature combined with ambient interior glow and reflective body surfaces creates a visual presence that feels futuristic and powerful. It does not just drive through darkness, it defines it. What makes this car emotionally engaging is not just its specifications or design language, but its character. It feels alive in the way it responds, the way it moves, and the way it communicates with the driver. There is a sense of mechanical personality that modern cars often struggle to achieve, but the Charger RT manages to preserve it. On open roads, the experience becomes addictive. Acceleration feels strong and linear, pulling you forward with confidence rather than chaos. The engine sound builds gradually, becoming deeper and more aggressive as speed increases. Stability remains intact, even at higher speeds, giving the driver full control and reassurance. In city driving, the Charger RT remains surprisingly manageable. Visibility is good, steering is light enough for daily use, and technology assists make parking and navigation easier. It is not just a weekend performance machine. It is a usable everyday vehicle with hidden aggression waiting beneath the surface. So when we talk about the 2026 Dodge Charger RT, we are not just describing a car. We are describing a modern evolution of muscle heritage, a fusion of classic American performance identity and futuristic automotive engineering. It is a machine that respects its past while confidently stepping into the future. This video is based on concept imagination and future design interpretation, not official specifications. Scout Automobile, welcome to back. And this is not just another review. This is the return of a legend reborn, with a new attitude, a new identity, and a new era of performance waiting to be unleashed on the road.